to Shop Talk. I'm Rian Trillo. Social entrepreneurship as a business model for a company that's into fashion is fast becoming popular. One example is our featured company in this segment, Jacinto and Lirio. And here to tell us about their company and the bags they make are Noreen Bautista and Anne Crystal Mariposa. Both are with Jacinto and Lirio. Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hello.
Okay, your last names aren't Jacinto and Lirio. So how did you come up with the name for your bags?
Actually, everything started with the water hyacinth, commonly known as the water lily. We wanted something that could communicate that fact, but at the same time could sound high-end, kind of like Dolce & Gabbana, something like that.
So it's actually Spanish for hyacinth and lily, Jacinto and Lirio.
Ang square na mukha.
Very nice. Okay, now this project is very close to your heart because you're not just making fashionable bags, and I'm sure you love fashion, but it was also your project in school.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We were part of a business incubator course back in college, and that required us to make an enterprise and launch it while we're still in school. But particularly our group really wanted something different, something that could really provide livelihood, make the Filipinos proud, and hence we thought of a way to make a business that has also a social impact dimension to it.
Okay, so how exactly does making bags from the water hyacinth impact the communities that you're helping?
Well, as we all know, actually, the water hyacinth is a pest in our country's waters right now. They're the ones that clog the rivers in Laguna, in Pasig, and hence a lot of communities are having initiatives to eradicate this plant. So when in our trips, in our idea generation stage, we went to these communities and found out that why not we utilize this plant pest? And it was then when we met innovators of the material themselves who actually made the water lily into like a leather-like form. And that's when it hit us. This could be our product. We could make this in the high-end market. And hence, everything fell from then on.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love the look and the texture of the bags. But in your company, you guys don't actually design the stuff, right? That's not your main job within the business. And you hooked up with Cora Jacobs, right?
Yes, we did. Actually, Cora Jacobs has a foundation herself. It's called the Cora Cares Foundation. Under this foundation, she has trained women all over the Philippines into making bags.
Yeah. And our first collection, actually, that was her main design for us. So the first line that you see were designs by Cora Jacobs. Particularly the handbags,
the bigger ones.
The bigger ones, yes. The red one and the purple one that you see right there.
Okay, all right. I can't believe it's made of a leaf.
It's made of the water lily.
Yeah, so I suppose there's a certain treatment that it has to undergo in order to make it strong.
There is a special treatment. We actually have met with the innovators themselves, and they actually taught us themselves how the process goes. A special treatment so that molds won't come in. It's waterproof already. But of course, constant development should be still put in, but it's on its way. So.
Right, that much I see. And these pretty little purses, the one that you're holding and the one there to my right, those are the ones that you helped with the design process, right?
Aspect, yeah.
Yes, the purses, the clutches particularly.
This one actually, it's an Italian gold chain, so they don't have to worry about rusting. Inside, you'll see a paisley print, which actually comes from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we call this the Elegante collection. So they're elegant clutches made from water hyacinth leather, and we said that we crafted this for the elegant Filipina.
Right, and you can have that with or without the strap, right?
Yes.
Very nice. All right, and you guys don't have a store yet, but you are online. You have a website.
We have a website, and we're also consigning actually in stores like Firma and in the New World Hotel and in Miss Cora Jacobs store at International Airport. But in the coming weeks, we're actually in high-end bazaars all over Metro Manila. So
it is the season, right?
It is the season for shopping.
Our next bazaar will be actually at Racoten again, and the next one is in Tinbersolas Bazaar.
Oh, okay. So I think that's like every weekend already. You guys.
Yeah, for the whole month of November.
Right. And how often do you guys have to come up with new designs or new collections?
This is actually our second collection. So of course, we want to follow the fashion seasons like spring, summer, autumn, winter. This is the holiday collection right now. So since we're just fairly new, we have 2 collections still, but we all want to come up with other seasons for the next years.
Right, and I can see like the quality is really good, the stitching is very fine. Do you how long does it take to make a bag, and what's the price range?
The price range around 3,000 to 4,000. We usually retail it at 4,000, but there are special prices, especially if you come to our website. How long does it take to make it? In a day, a woman could make one sheet of the water lily plant, of the water lily sheet, leather sheet. And we just send it to the bag maker, and she's the one who's responsible for making it into these designs that you see here.
Right. Now, I realize that social entrepreneurship is becoming a really big thing, especially with younger Filipinos, with a lot of fresh graduates. Is it difficult to start a social entrepreneurship, to start tying up with a community? Are they open to you right away?
Yes, it's definitely way harder than an actual business, the common type of business.
Yeah, and as they say, starting a business in itself is already hard, but a social enterprise is much harder. But as our experience, it's actually even more fulfilling because you really get to go to a lot of places. We've been going to Pampanga almost every week and helping people, meeting all these great, amazing people. And for me, that's actually something that I'm passionate about in this enterprise. It's not just bridging the commercially valuable fashion bags, but also creating livelihood for a lot. And that's actually our goal. We want really to make these bags create wealth for the people that are making them itself. So.
Right. It sounds like you're learning a lot all at once, right?
Definitely.
Sort of getting thrown into the deep end of the pool right after graduation.
Yes.
Right? But do you guys ever think that you might want to, work for a company instead of working for yourselves?
That has been a discussion, actually. To be honest, right after we graduated, we had a meeting, our group, everyone, and then that's when we decided what was the direction, where's the company going, and but for me, actually, personally, I said that with all of the opportunities coming to our business, I really don't see myself in the corporate world anymore. And yes, it may be a hard business to start with and to persevere on, but again, as I've said, it's worth it. The experiences that you get, and you're not just stuck in an 8 to 5 desk, room, and all that. You really see that your little things, activities, are making an impact in this world. So.
Right. Do you find that you're able to pay yourselves a salary that's more or less within the same range as your batchmates who are in the corporate world?
We're working on that, actually. We're trying to fix our figures and say, okay, how much should we be compensated with? But of course, we're patient for a moment and let's see when the revenues come in.
Yeah, well, there's the fulfillment factor, which I'm sure you can't really put a price on, right? Okay. What do you see in the future, or what do you hope for in the future for Jacinto and Lirio? You mentioned that you're working with communities in Pampanga and Laguna. Is this something you want to make nationwide? Do you want to do it with other materials as well?
It's a possibility, actually.
Yeah. Like corn husks can be made into this leatherized form as well. There's also pandan.
Yeah. Actually, we just incorporated. Jacinto and Lirio is now the flagship brand of our new corporation.
So it's official.
It's official.
Congratulations.
Yes. It's called Eco Ingenuity Incorporated, and that's actually our big idea. We want to explore more indigenous materials because that's what we realize in the Philippines. Even the most unusual products or plants like the water lily could be made into these fashionable bags like these, and we want to explore other materials that could be made in the same fashion. So definitely,
our vision is to make indigenous sexy. That's like what I call it. To make it a head turner.
No, I think you guys are succeeding. With the bags that you're holding it and looking at your marketing material, right?
Thank you.
Now, what advice would you give though? Fresh graduates like yourself who are thinking about doing this?
Well, for me, it's actually best to start your own business right away because with a business, while you're still young, it's best to start with a business because then you don't have a lot of responsibilities. Unlike when you grow up, you have family to take care of and other stuff to worry about. So right now, while you're still young, you're still free from other responsibilities.
It's also the best time to make risks because you have a risk taker.
Right.
And as I've said, we still have the energy, and all these people are still there to help us out because we're young. It's actually an advantage. Some people see it as a disadvantage, but actually that's the advantage of being young. A lot of people are willing to help you out and
Very, very inspiring. So, Anne-Doreen, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation.
Win-win.
Your business.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for coming on
Thank
Shop
you.
Talk.
Thank you
Thank you
also.
also.
And thank all of you for watching Shop Talk. I'm Ria Tanwan Coutinho. Please follow ANC Shop Talk on Twitter and be a fan of ANC Shop Talk on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow as we talk about homeschooling. Enjoy the rest of your day.